Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. I'm Inga. Gemini, happy birthday! We're in the second decan for all Geminis. This reading is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Gemini Venus. If you have just found the channel, thank you and welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for your support and thank you for hanging in there. This will be a reading called Why Do I Feel So Strange? So we're going to look at why you might be feeling just strange in general, why things just seem not to be like working in terms of your love and money. And we're going to look at some reasons and what you can do to break up the energy. So I'm calling this Why Do I Feel So Strange? And it's for the period between now in the middle of July. Again, this is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you want to, share and subscribe. Also, if you have questions, leave them in the comments section. I always love to see what you guys have to say, and I always love to read your feedback and input, especially when it's nice and not too, like, mean or far out there. Okay, so guys, let's get started. I'm shuffling the cards rather quickly, and I think we're about ready to get into this. So again, happy birthday, Gemini. Why do I feel so strange? What's happening with my love and what's happening with my money? So just to start off, very interesting. We have the Six of Pentacles. I'm using the Thoth. We have the Six of Pentacles. So this is in the area of love. What's happening? Okay, I'm just going to tell you what is coming through for this card. It seems a bit asymmetrical, but I feel like a lot of Geminis are they're wanting more than what they're getting in terms of the exchange of love. Now, this could be in a lot of different ways. And this is not to put down or judge any Geminis. The nature of the reading is why am I not getting what I want, or why do I feel so strange? What's going on? Why do I feel discontent with my life and situation? And this is really coming through for Gemini right now, that somehow they want more than what they're getting. So let's say that they're with a partner who initially they found attractive. Right now they might be in a situation where they feel like their partner could be more attractive. And it's not necessarily that they feel like they're giving more to the relationship or to the partnership or building up a relationship or partnership. They're just wanting more. If they have a date night and they go to a restaurant, it's like they're looking and thinking, well, I could be in a better restaurant, or the food wasn't that good. So there's a kind of dissatisfaction looming over that Gemini elemental sign and energy, which might be contributing to this feeling that things are off and why you just feel like things are strange and like things aren't moving. Type of dissatisfaction. So let's see in terms of love where this is going. Next card out, we have Major Arcana, the Fool. I think the advice is not to take things so seriously. Everything is a temporary state of being, and nothing lasts forever. Even the best love relationship and love affairs, they can stand the test of time, meaning they last for a really, really long time if it works and it goes well. But nothing lasts forever. Everything ends. So there might be also this kind of energy for the Gemini of feeling like two things. This is all going to end one day anyway. So this is like an existential type of crisis that the Gemini may be having right now, especially with their birthdays. They might be having something like a little midlife crisis, regardless of the age. Or it could be a situation not to take things too seriously, you know, and also where you're putting your focus, finding what's important to you, and what's not important to you, Gemini. And some of this discontent that you're feeling might be about you reprioritizing what's important to you in life or feeling a need to try to understand and ascertain what's important to you in life. What are your goals? What are your values? What do you want? And this can also be around love. Maybe the love relationship that you're in, that you're going through right now, is not on the level that you want it to be. Maybe the connection is off. Maybe some aspects about the person you like or you enjoy or you want, and other things are off. So it's about you having this duality and having to try and reconcile what's good, the pros and cons, and what's bad. And if you can reconcile it, what are your values? What do you ultimately want? Are you settling? I think that's where we are, and what the energy is around for the Gemini, why they may be feeling off or discontent. So what else do we have in this area for love? We have the Five of Wands. This feels like inner turmoil and inner conflict. Again, trying to understand what it is that you want and being upfront about it. Not taking it lightly, not taking it even jokingly, being quite serious in conveying your desires to whoever you're with or whoever you want to be with. The Gemini might also be feeling like their stock of choices is limited, and they're limited in what they can choose in their current environment right now. Where do we have for money? Let me show you that. We have Major Arcana, the Lovers. And this is really interesting because Taurus had this same card, but it was a different reading. It was a twin flame money reading. And they pulled this same card, the Lovers, here. And also in the area of money. Let's see where else this is going for advice. We have another Major Arcana, Aeon. And let's pull one more. I would like to pull one more. Let me move that up. We have, for the last one, Four of Swords. So it seems that for Gemini, in terms of money and career matters, why they may be feeling off. Again, they feel like they're just not getting the opportunities and choices that they would like to have in life right now. They feel very limited, like they haven't had the appropriate amount of options or opportunities. And even with this Four of Swords, it feels like they've been waiting a long time for things to come through and for things to happen. But things just don't really seem to be moving for them. But it seems that it's not really the case. The Gemini is playing a waiting game. They're playing a waiting game. And it seems to me that either way, you will have options come forward and opportunities emerging for you, especially in your birthday month and over the next few weeks until the middle of July. But it's also about you prioritizing. Because, yeah, what do they say? Be careful what you wish for. You know, as you're trying to manifest these things, you should be very clear about what your priorities are and what you actually want in life in a serious capacity and way. And I think that might be why the Gemini is feeling off, because perhaps in some capacity they're realizing that they have to get a bit more serious about the choices that they're making in life right now, because they're starting to realize, especially with Aeon, they're starting to realize the long-term implications and that they have to take a wider and long-term view of their life right now. So Gemini, I think the final advice would be for you somewhere in all of this is you might feel better if you sit down and you start to really plan out what you would like to do in terms of love and career and what's important to you. Not just thinking about it, but trying to write it out. Trying to write it out on paper just to clarify it for yourself. So I'm going to pull one more of these, and then I'm going to take an oracle card Look at that. What a nice way to end that energy. We have Major Arcana Love, Lust. This is like strength in the Rider-Waite deck. And this is also about, it could be bravery, but it feels more to me like maturity, growing up and not feeling bad about it, not feeling disappointed about it, feeling proud about it, feeling proud about depth of character and gaining depth of character. Now, this is not to say that the Gemini doesn't already have this. I think they're just putting more value on this. They could be putting more value on this also in the partners that they're choosing and looking at right now. Or if they're feeling like things are off, maybe there's a requirement to do this. And as they do this and maybe get a bit more serious in these areas of life, that might cause them not to feel off or like, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with my life? What's going wrong? Why aren't relationships working? It's all around these type of issues for the Gemini over the next 4 to 6 weeks. We're going to pull some for confirmation of the energy. Look at that. We have the Queen of Swords, and that's talking about getting more serious, being more definite about what your boundaries and goals and requirements are, and what you're willing to settle for and what you're not willing to settle for, Gemini. See what else we have here. Look at that. Major Arcana, the Devil. This is in the area of money, but I draw this all together. This looks like playing it straight and also doing things by the book, even in terms of your money and even in terms if business is going well, things are going well. Don't push your luck. Don't press your luck. Do things by the book. Do things correct so that your abundance continues. Yeah. If someone's trying to pressure you into doing something that you know is not correct in terms of business, don't let yourself be under that pressure. Okay, so this is interesting. This is what's coming through for Gemini for business, why they may feel off or off kilter or strange, like what's going wrong. I feel like everything's off. If you're being pressured to do something incorrect in a business dynamic or spectrum, don't do it. Don't let anyone pressure you. Don't succumb to peer pressure in relationships or in business. You have to be mature. You have to be strong. Look at that strength with Major Arcana, strength or lust. You have to be strong and stand up for yourself. Stand up for even saying no when you need to say no. And finally, let's pull one more, and then we're going to pull the Oracle. Look at that, another Major Arcana on top of Major Arcana, Hangman. I'm not sure you need to change your views. It might be more about speaking up and speaking your truth, Gemini. So if the Gemini is feeling off in their birthday month, are they speaking their truth? If you feel like, what's wrong with me? I don't feel like things are going how they should be. Are you speaking your truth? Are you being authentic with yourself, with your desires, with what you want to do and not want to do? Or are you being pressured and succumbing to pressure? So that's the main issue for Gemini right now. Gemini elemental signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to pull one of these real quick. And I'm going to hold it up and read it for you and show it to you what the Oracle card says. Look at that. We have Messenger of Earth. I hope you can see that because of the glare. This is something like a cross between the Page and the Knight of Coins. Take your time. Take your time, guys. Don't let anyone pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do. This is where your fortune and luck and benefit and growth and abundance will stand. This is where you can stand in your power as well. It's taking your time and not succumbing to pressure. Let me give you a quick example. If you're out driving a car and someone is pressuring you to move along, go along, move quickly, make a quick maneuver in the car, and you get in a car accident, that person in the other car who was pressuring you is going to keep going right on about their day and right on about their life. You're the one who's going to have to deal with the consequences of being pressured. Don't let anyone pressure you. So let me see here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hold that and read that for you. It says, Messenger of Earth, hardworking, proceeding with integrity. Remember, doing what's right, guys. perseverance, grit, prudent, careful efforts, thoroughness, industriousness, stamina, and dedication. I am in the flow, committed to co-creating with spirit, effectively, efficiently. I do my best and never leave a job half done. I am dedicated and determined, knowing my efforts will pay off. There you go. And a final little message coming through. If you're rushing through work or you're rushing through jobs with this Four of Swords, take your time. Be thorough. That's what I have for Gemini. What's going to make you feel a little bit better and more on your path. Advice for Gemini between now and the middle of July. Thank you for joining me. Happy birthday, Gemini, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.